Who is the greatest boxer to ever live? That is perhaps a question with many answers, but to come down to a conclusion, we first have to ask the question, how is greatness measured? There is a fighter with the perfect professional record, with a lot of belts and many different weights. He managed to get the least possible damage than any other fighter. The man who mastered the sweet art of boxing, Floyd Money Mayweather. The boxer with the most world titles in every division, often labeled as the greatest of the 2000s era. A southpaw who started training only to put food on the table as he was starving in the streets of the Philippines. The great Manny Pacquiao. But greatness is something far more superior than statistics. Greatness is measured by will, by the ability to adjust when obstacles come your way, by inspiring people to be like you, and especially by shocking the world.
I'm the king of the world! Hold it. Hold it, you're not that crazy. I'm a bad man! Wait. I shook up the world!
There is a man that, despite not being undefeated, is considered to be the best. Despite not having belts in multiple divisions, is considered to be the ultimate fighter. But for one thing we are sure, he is the greatest fighter to ever walk on the planet. And that fighter is no other than Muhammad Ali. Today, we will be seeing Muhammad Ali's rise to glory from the early days of his life until his passing. This is Boxing Matrix. Enjoy this video. Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky. His father was a sign painter who also loved to act, sing, and dance, and his mother worked as a cleaning lady from day to night. Ali began boxing at the age of 12. His bicycle had been stolen, and he reported the theft to a policeman who gave boxing lessons in a local youth center. The policeman invited Ali to try boxing and soon saw that he had talent. The police officer began to feature Ali on his local television show called Tomorrow's Champions, and Ali started working out at Louisville Columbia's gym. An African-American trainer named Fred Stoner taught Ali the science of boxing. Among the many things Ali learned was how to move with the grace and ease of a dancer. Although his schoolwork suffered, Ali devoted all of his time to boxing and improved steadily. As an amateur, Ali won both the National Amateur Athletic Union and Golden Gloves championships. Take a look at this match all the way back from the 1960 Olympics, where Ali was only 18 years old and won the gold medal.
Is scoring well with his lightning left jab, and every once in a while, confusing Pietrkowski.
A big win like this resulted in him getting the biggest contract ever signed by a boxer. Ali worked his way through a series of professional victories, using a style that combined speed with great punching power. He was described by one of his handlers as having the ability to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Young man,
He was beating every fighter he was facing with such ease and such style that he immediately became a household name. After winning his first 19 fights, including 15 knockouts, Ali received his first title shot on the 25th of February 1964 against reigning heavyweight champion Sonny Liston. A 7-1 underdog, Ali relentlessly taunted Liston before the fight every time they met each other. On fight night, the crowd was going crazy, and a young Cassius Clay was ready to shake up the world. The bell rang, and the rest is history.
The champion a bit off balance. Very slippery. One thing, if you don't mind, he's at long range with the hands low. We're halfway through round one. He's falling away. 1 minute more in the first round. Sonny seems to be trying to flip those left legs. Liston still aiming toward the body with the big punches. Sonny fired his best left hook so far. We're in the middle of round number 6. Cassius Clay still with the faster hand. With slightly less than a minute more in the 6th round, the champion has slowed down a bit. Only 30 seconds to go in the 6th round. Sonny can't seem to slip or knock down that jab effectively. Cassius throws it from all angles. Very tricky left lead, left jab.
When Liston failed to answer the bell at the start of the 7th round, Clay was indeed crowned heavyweight champion of the world.
Defeat Sonny. So I think that the corner has beginning to worry a little bit now. You can't have him go on winning now.
They might be stopping it. That might be all, ladies and gentlemen.
At a press conference the next morning, who had been seen around Miami with controversial Nation of Islam member Malcolm X, confirmed the rumor of his conversion to Islam and his name change from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. He would go on to win many more fights as a heavyweight champion, and his greatness would thrive more and more as he was only in his 20s. But Sonny Liston couldn't let this man walk away without getting punished. Liston ordered to fight Muhammad Ali in order for him to regain his spirit. And so, on the 25th of May 1965, Ali would face Liston for the second and last time. There was a lot of hype building up to the fight, as Ali was undefeated, and Liston was looking well over-prepared for this. But there is a reason Ali is called the greatest. Ali solidified his hold on the heavyweight championship by knocking out Liston in the first round of their rematch, and he was now undoubtedly the best boxer in the division.
Follow. Shot on the chin. Jersey Joe Walcott. Sonny cannot move.
Ali went on to defend his heavyweight title 8 more times until he was met with the biggest problem of his life. With the Vietnam War raging, Ali showed up for his scheduled induction into the US Armed Forces in April of 1967. Citing his religious beliefs, he refused to serve. Ali was arrested, and the New York State Athletic Commission immediately suspended his boxing license and revoked his heavyweight belt. Convicted of draft evasion, Ali was sentenced to the maximum of 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine, but he remained free while the conviction was appealed. Many saw Ali as a draft dodger, and his popularity plummeted. Banned from boxing for 3 years, Ali spoke out against the Vietnam War on college campuses. In 1970, the New York State Supreme Court ordered his boxing license reinstated, and the following year, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned his conviction in a unanimous decision. Unfortunately, a guy from Beaufort would pose a threat to Ali and his reign. Labeled as the fight of the century, Muhammad Ali vs. Smokin' Joe Frazier. The fight took place on the 8th of March 1971, and it was one of the biggest fights to ever happen. Joe's unusual boxing style made it difficult for Ali to pass jabs on his face, while Frazier was constantly testing his chin.
Ali, no good. It's a real pure six belt. 15 seconds to go in the round. And up. Oh, that one hurt. They're in Ali's corner, and Ali is hurt. That's still a good jab. Good 1-2 and a jab. Now Frazier is mimicking Ali. Oh, wicked left hook. Well for Ali that missed. That didn't. Waving Frazier on. And Muhammad Ali comes back. He's got a great reserve. And Joe Frazier is pretty spent too. 7th round.
The fight went to the distance, 15 whole rounds of constant fighting. In the last round, Ali got dropped to the canvas by a left hook from Frazier, who seemed unfazed by Ali's performance. The greatest managed to stand up, but lost to a unanimous decision, experiencing his first defeat as a pro.
Champion of the world, Joe Frazier!
Joe Frazier!
His first ever loss was now a reality. Although he had much of an egoistic character, he didn't let this outcome influence him on his next fights. He went up to defeat 10 more opponents before being won over Ken Norton. 6 months later, Ali would find himself again in the ring with Norton, in which he beat him by split decision. This outcome resulted in a rematch between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. The fight of the century would indeed take place once again, and Ali knew that he could not let a man like Joe beat him again.
Smokin' Joe pouring in. He will try not to let Ali have both boys Aggressiveness comes from New York State. Frazier is the aggressor, even though Ali
decision. The winner by unanimous decision is Muhammad Ali.
There it is, the winner.
Heavy punchers in the heavyweight division are nothing new. You've got people like Mike Tyson who could literally knock someone out with a single punch. But the strongman of the 70s was no other than George Foreman. The 32-year-old Ali would go against a 25-year-old Big George who was undefeated at the time to shake up the world once again. The Rumble in the Jungle was the name of the historic bout in which Ali made the famous rope-a-dope move and took away the 0 from Foreman's record by knockout.
Drop that left hook. Punch did no damage. That one Nixon hook. There's a real strong right hand just underneath the heart. And Muhammad Foreman continues to stalk Ali. Tries to get through with a straight left jab, an improved left jab. There's a vicious, awkward, but very powerful backing Ali to the rope. There's a vicious left hook to the body. Unusually slow with his hands. But look at this now. All of a sudden he opens up for each of the two fighters. There's the vicious punch. No real serious damage done. Ali is getting his hand up. But on that face, these punches are landing, bouncing off the eye of the heavyweight champion of the world, George Foreman. Foreman has his work cut out for him. Foreman looks like, a bit arm-weary until that right hand is trying to set Ali up. Ali's face is knocked hard. George Foreman gets in a pretty good left. Now it's a pretty good heavy right hand. Maybe 3 good punches. That punch taken on the glove, that one couldn't find another sneaky right hand. And he worked over the shoulder of Foreman.
And now, for the final time, an open wound would close. The third and final fight with Joe Frazier. Both boxers left a piece of them in the ring, but Frazier's skills were no match for the better and faster Ali. Joe, with his eyes shut, was unable to answer the bell for the final round, thus giving Ali the victory.
I think it's going to be over. It's all over.
Ali had sacrificed his life for the sport. He had shown early symptoms of Parkinson's disease, and his time in the ring was something he also was not sure about. He was starting to get slower in his matchups. He could not move as he could earlier, and his speech was limited. A famous boxing career was coming to an end. After announcing his retirement in 1979, Ali launched a brief, unsuccessful comeback. In 1984, Ali was officially diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, possibly connected to the severe head trauma suffered during his boxing career. In spite of Parkinson's, Ali remained in the public spotlight. traveling the world to make humanitarian, goodwill, and charitable appearances. Ali had the honor of lighting the cauldron during the opening ceremonies of the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Sadly, on the 3rd of June 2016, Muhammad Ali would pass away, and the boxing world would say its last goodbye to the man who was going against all odds. A normal kid from Louisville who started boxing only because an officer introduced him to it. In his 20s, he achieved massive success beating guys who were stronger and bigger than him. He stood up for the people of his community. He refused to fight innocents for the sake of others, and he refused to be the same. He is Muhammad Ali. This is Boxing Matrix. Thank you for watching.